pleasure to work with her this entire year, and goodness, whenever I'm being a big child in the classroom, we've got somebody who's the first one to laugh and support me on that. And that's JoMarie. She is such a talented young lady and has put so much passion into all of her dreams in music and all of her work here at Tracy High School. It's a real pride to see her up here completing that towards her diploma with her senior project.
Hi everyone, and thank you for coming to my senior project. My name is JoMarie's, and I've been in choir for 4 years. In my freshman and junior year, I was in concert choir, and this year I'm in madrigals and choral company. I have also been a part of County Honor Choir 2010 and 2011, and I was in Smoky Blues a few months ago. Before choir, the only knowledge I had of singing was the solfege. I actually learned the solfege at the age of 6 when I watched The Sound of Music for the very first time. So I should probably give credit to Julie Andrews for teaching me the basics of singing. But other than that, I didn't know anything else about music until my freshman year in concert choir. That year, I learned a great deal of music theory, such as a circle of fifths, the hierarchy of notes, and time signatures, etc., etc. These took some work to fully understand. However, what truly challenged me was performing in front of my peers. After all, it was a performing arts class, and we were expected to master the art of performing, yet my insecurities and shyness always prevented me from doing so. However, Mr. Neto, he showed me that in order to improve yourself, you must take chances. If you always back down without trying, nothing's going to change. In essence, to become a better performer, you must always take the chance to put yourself out there, no matter how scared you are, because each time you perform, the better you'll get. Even if you do fail or make mistakes, you'll come back with more knowledge on what to do next time. Mr. Neto's advice inspired me to force myself to ignore all the things holding me back in audition. Mr. Neto's advice inspired me to force myself to ignore all the things holding me back in auditioning to be a part of the choir trip to China. Taking that chance granted me a spot on a plane ride to Beijing and Shanghai, China, to sing for the 2008 pre-Olympics. Being in China was the once-in-a-lifetime event that I'm so grateful for, the Performing Arts Magnet for providing me with such a wonderful opportunity. I never thought I'd ever get the chance to walk on the Great Wall of China with my friends, or have Mr. Neto dare me to eat a lot of unusual cuisines. Yeah. Although, what really made me feel like my life was complete was when I sang at the Forbidden Sea Opera House. We sang Lux Eterna by Morten Lauridsen. It was actually the very first time to be ever performed in the world, and being a part of that was a great honor. When it was time to come back home, Mr. Neto said something to us that had stuck with me up until now. He said, "People are different, yet the same." Of course, he told us to write an essay on it that was due the next day, and I was rather irritated that I had to do that after a 20-hour plane ride home. But then I realized he had a very important reason for giving us that. He wanted to help us get something more out of the trip other than learning a whole bunch of music. In this world, we are separated by many differences. It can be your race, religion, sexual orientation, or even the way you dress. Even though I did look like a lot of Chinese people over there, I still had a completely different culture as them. But when we all gathered on the same stage, music made us the same. All of us shared one passion, music. That's what I think music is all about, bringing people together, sharing our emotions, and breaking away all the boundaries that separate us. Mr. Neto's advice has influenced me greatly on how I deal with people around me and the ones I will meet in the future. Doing this senior project is yet another chance I have taken in my life. At first, I was a bit wary about going for the diploma, and I had many doubts before this, but I remembered what Neto told me, and I ignored what holding me back for so long. In my senior project, I came across many obstacles, such as learning pieces on my own, teaching my group members their parts, and also being a leader to them. Despite all the difficulties I went through, I pushed myself into doing what I thought to be impossible for me, and here I am today. I did struggle a lot, but that's what's so great about accomplishing something. Having a long, strenuous journey makes the end of it so much sweeter. In my senior project, I will show you all the things I've learned as a vocal musician at Tracy High. For my first performance, I will sing Le Cyclette by Gabriel Fauré. Fauré was a 19th century composer who is known for composing mélodies. Mélodies are French art songs that were usually a setting of a serious lyric poem for solo voice and piano and combine the poetic and musical forms together. Fauré took the poem Le Cyclette from the famous French poet Armand Sylvestre and made it into a melody. I chose this song because of the beautiful words in this piece. The poem translates as, I want the morning not to know the name I told the night, and the dawn wind silently made evaporate like a teardrop. I want the day to proclaim the love that I hid from the morning, and bend over my open heart to set it aflame like a grain of incense. I want the sunset to forget the secret I told the day, and to carry it away with my love in the folds of its pale robe. What this poem says to me is that every day is a new day. You can never get exactly what you want, but what might have happened yesterday could have been painful, but the next day is the start of something completely new, and it is up to you if you want to make it worthwhile. This is my first performance. Originally came from the opera Farid and Elena in Act 1. I chose this song because of the powerful emotions it gives out. This song translates into, O desired object of my sweet ardor, the air which you breathe, at last I breathe. Whenever I turn my glance, your lovely features paint love for me. My thoughts imagine the most happy hopes, and in longing which fills my bosom, I seek you, I call you, I hope, and I sigh.